What is going on, YouTube? I am Lamont at Large, and today I am at the Oakwood Cemetery here in Waco, Texas. Lori Michelle Zarate, July 10th, 1979 to May 20th, 2004. Behold, God is my salvation. I will trust and not be afraid, for the Lord Jehovah is my strength and my song. He is also my salvation. Lori was shot and killed by, it was either her boyfriend or a man she was dating by the name of Pedro Hernandez. He shot her in the torso area and then rushes her to the hospital saying that she's been shot. And he had a defense that it was an accident, but the jury convicted him of first-degree murder and he was sentenced to life in prison. The last time anybody seen Erica Marie Rivera alive was on April 26th of 2007. She was seen outside of a nightclub in Waco arguing with her boyfriend, Eric Williams. On the 2nd of May, her family reported her missing to the police, being that it was uncharacteristic of Erica to go that long without contacting her family. The next day after the missing persons report came in, Eric was talking to a friend of his and had asked him for help because he got his truck stuck on a property that his family owned. So he goes out there to help him get his truck stuck out of the dirt. And after Eric left, his friend became suspicious just because he was wondering, what is this guy doing in this area? It's a pretty rural area, you know. And by that time, it had been well over a week that Erica was missing. And he went searching around the property and he found the shallow grave that contained the remains of Erica. He called the police and they processed the crime scene. And later on, her boyfriend, Eric Williams, was arrested and charged for her murder. If you see the logo in the center of the stone, that's Bush's Chicken logo. Bush's Chicken is a Texas-based chain of fast food chicken restaurants. There's almost 90 of them. I believe there's about 85 in Texas, and there's a few in Arizona and a couple in Colorado. And Charlene, right here, who was the co-founder along with her husband, they founded Bush's Chicken in 1996. And they quickly grew to several locations, and about 10 years later, they sold it to somebody else, and they grew it to where it is today. And sadly, she passed away last May of 2019 of cancer. They have been married together for 45 years. Keith said that Charlene was his best friend. And together they built an empire. I was just at the Bush's Chicken earlier today. I didn't stop there to eat, but I was right next to it. There was 18 cars in the drive-thru. So that tells you how popular Bush's Chicken here in Texas is. I see this all the time. Simply a case of one that cannot live without the other. Nathan Andrew Romo, November 9th, 1993 to March 8th, 2011. Number 75 for the Lorena High football team. He was with his friend Jacob driving in Nathan's truck when they went to go pick up his mom from work on that night on March 8th, 2011. And Jacob was texting another guy by the name of Leonard Trey Nino, who he previously had a fist fight with. And apparently Nino got the best of Jacob, so he wanted a revenge fist fight. And he tells Nathan, hey, this guy's going to meet me at the park at 11 o'clock. I'm going to go fight him. They pick up his mother and they go to the park. Nathan's mom did not want to go to the park to watch people fight. She wanted to go home. I'm sure she was tired from getting off of work. He tells his mother, listen, Jacob just needs to fight this guy. Let's just get it over with and be on our way. So they go to the park. They're supposed to meet at 11 o'clock. They pull up to the park, and here comes Nino in a car being driven by his uncle, 29-year-old Willie Contreras. And instead of a fist fight, Willie just pulls out a gun and starts firing at the truck. And to save his mother, who was sitting in the truck while Nathan was standing outside of it, he dives into the truck to protect his mother from the incoming bullets. And one of the bullets strikes Nathan in the back of the head. Nino also pulls out his 22 caliber weapon and fires supposedly up in the air, according to court testimony. And 911 is called. They rush Nathan to the hospital. He's kept on life support for about 3 days, and he finally succumbed to his injuries, and they pulled the plug when they realized that he wasn't going to come out of it. His organs were donated, however, before he died. Willie Contreras was arrested and charged with Nathan's murder. He claimed during court testimony that he was simply shooting at the tires of the truck to scare them, but the jury wasn't buying it. He was convicted of Nathan's first-degree homicide, and he was sentenced to life in prison. He'll be eligible for parole in about 30 years. And Nino, who was 17 at the time, I couldn't find out online exactly how many years he got. He was facing 5 to 99, but he is up for parole in 2025. So I'm guessing he got 25 years to life. That's just my guess. And this happened almost 10 years ago. So just a tragic case to say the least. You meet up with a guy just to fight, two teenagers, hormones are raging, probably fighting over a girl or something stupid, something that both of them, growing into adults, could sit down and have a beer and just laugh about how stupid they were. And because of the actions of two complete morons and imbeciles costing that kid his life, one is behind bars for at least the rest of his youth, and one whose youth was pretty much destroyed. I always say, think before you act. Nothing, hardly ever, that I read when it comes to murder is worth killing somebody or spending the rest of your life rotting away in prison over. All right, guys, that is it for the vlog. I'll catch you up on the next one. Live but not live, but still alive by the grace of God. I'm Lamont at Large. Never take a day for granted. Every day that I wake up and open my eyes and realize that I am blessed to live yet another day. Peace out.